Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry. Oh, early boy? Yeah, dude. Kind of is early for me. What it do, 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 what it do. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. The fuck is this? I mean, your guess is as good as mine, I guess. I'm a scammer. What did I do now? What did I do now? Who did I scam now? What did it do? What did it do to you? Yabba dabba doo. It's been a while since I talked to the day crew. So what it do? Thank you, Blubber Brother. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Nice sweatshirt. Oh, yeah, yeah. I got it for Christmas. Your mom happened to catch you watching a stream and you live in a Christian house. Well, hopefully I was talking about a good Christian topic. Hopefully she didn't walk in as I was talking about jerking off or taking a shit or any of the other numerous fucking things that I discuss. Joke's on you. I am from the night crew. Oh, shit. Well, you're welcome here too, I guess. I guess all are welcome. What would you do if you had the power of Caligula in the modern US? Like, that doesn't really make sense in terms of the modern US. We don't really have a fundamental structure for an emperor. But let's say that I did. You know, I'd love to say that I do this and I do that, but I think after looking into Caligula and thinking about how history interprets, people and how there's a real wide latitude for history to, kind of, I don't know, like embellish facts in order to make a person look a certain way. I would probably end up being a whole lot like Caligula eventually with unlimited power, you know what I mean? Because, like, what can you do at a certain point but test the limits of that power, you know? Like, what are you expected to do? Caligula apologists? I guess so. I mean, like, I feel like he got a bad rap in terms of history. I feel like Caligula got shit on a little bit. What's the best way to suggest topics for DFF? Probably just being active in the fan communities. We've got a long list of topics that we came up with prior to launching the show that we're working our way through in random order. So, but we're constantly adding things to the list, obviously. So, but we've probably got, I don't know, I'd have to look at the list and do an actual count, but assuming that we're going to do a few shows that are multi-topic, I'd say that we probably got at least 12, maybe 15 shows worth of topics kind of all planned out. So dude, one of the most exciting things about last night's show to me was at the very end, dude, that fucking song that Marshall Manson wrote for Deep Fat Fried. Oh my God, dude. I woke up with that shit in my fucking head. It's so good. It's gonna be so awesome. Like, eventually, we've got plans to do an intro for Deep Fat Fried, and I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the soundtrack to our intro, so long as Marshall is amenable to that. Because it's too fucking good. Will it ever be live? Yes. I've said this a few times, but we're doing pre-recorded shows right now to get all of the technical aspects ironed out and just allow us to get comfortable with the format before we take it in front of a live audience. Does DFF have a Patreon? Not yet, but I believe a Patreon will be launching on Monday. You guys make a DFF segment, something like Positive Paul or such, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, like segments typically are things that develop organically within the context of the show. So we'll see what happens. Let's see what happens. You look like an angry hedgehog. Shit. Just realized something. DFF is basically just the information segment. I guess so. Expanded information segment. Time to learn something. We kind of split up duties on this one. We all spent a lot of time learning about both of the topics, but I spent a lot of time digging through Caligula's shit. And I love Roman history, so it's always interesting to learn new things about it. And to try and think about, like, what it would have been like to live then, how you would have had to move socially and all of that. Is it gayer if you're a bottom or gayer if you're a top? I think bottom probably is a little bit gayer. Would you consider yourself an expert now? No. Like, not even close. But that's kind of the point of Deep Fat Fried. Where did the new DP Season 2 go? You're asking the wrong dude that question. I don't know. Hell yeah, I'll be glad to see you guys delve into the Dark Ages or something. Yeah. I mean, and the great thing about it is there's tons of these topics, It's an excuse for me, at least. I look at it as an excuse for me to learn something about a general topic, no matter what that is, and find ways of making it interesting and funny for people. So I'm really happy with the show. I'm happy to see it, growing in terms of chemistry and just kind of falling into the rhythm. Only 2 episodes in. Your dogs equal DFF. Okay. You're at your Chuck E. Cheese job and you hate it, give you encouragement. Encouragement. How do you encourage somebody that's working at a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, man? What? Because, that's like a nightmare for me. Just being in a Chuck E. Cheese is a nightmare. I can't imagine working at one. I don't know. How do you leave and get a better job? Yeah, there's some encouragement. Go apply at a Starbucks or something, man. Get out of the fucking pizza kids business. Chuck E. Cheese meetup. That'd be kind of funny. We just did like an unofficial meetup at a Chuck E. Cheese. I'd be down with that. Ugh. God damn, dude, it's fucking cold. It was actually kind of like warm the last couple of days. Not super warm, but when today. Oh, fuck. It's like 30 degrees outside. It's like 30 degrees in here. The icebox, man. I'd love to see you guys doing a DFF on competitive fighting games covering stuff like Daigo, basically recreating Ryu's ending from Street Fighter 2 and the collusion. that goes on would be neat. Yeah, it's an interesting topic for sure, and there's a lot of crazy fighting game community personalities to look into. So it'd be kind of interesting. Kind of interesting to take a deep, fat, fried look at deep DFF on Carne of Assad. Oh, fuck. Don't talk shit about Dota, please. Only I can talk shit about it. Okay. A 4-hour Smash Brothers documentary. I think I've heard of that actually. Like following the fighting game community around Smash Bros and shit. You look like a lonesome hobo. Cool. That's exactly the look I'm going for. Lonesome hobo. So I'm glad it's working. Are you disappointed that Fake Sagan is no longer making videos? No. Fake Sagan died back in the day. Now there's only fucking... What's his stupid fucking name again? I can't even remember. Chris Anderson. There you go. Now only Chris Anderson remains. Fake Sagan is gone. Some way I can buy and send you a deep fryer for the show. I don't think we need one, but thank you. That's exactly what I'd expect a fogey hipster to say. Yep, that's me. The fogiest of hipsters. What happened to Scotty Cena? His fucking head was ripped off. I was right there. I was holding him while it happened. I saw it. I can fucking confirm that Scotty Cena is dead. I saw him die. Is he okay? No, he's dead. Do you think sometime in the future you guys would do DFF meetups in the way how the DP meetups with? Maybe do a DFF on stage. I think it's totally possible. I loved the meetups. One of my favorite parts about being on the show. Getting to meet the fans and stuff, so I see no reason why we wouldn't continue that. Turning down a deep fat fryer. Where's the real Paul? Holy shit, you're right. Do one on literal deep fat fried food. That'd be funny. Tonight, deep fat fried food gets deep fat fried. Would you rather be ruled by Caligula or Joffrey from Game of Thrones? I mean, Joffrey from Game of Thrones is heavily influenced by stories of Caligula and Claudius and Nero. Like, heavily influenced by the Roman emperors, that kind of petulant disregard for human life. So I don't know if there would be much of a difference. Joffrey would be worse, but he's fictional. Probably true. Probably true. I mean, a lot of you say who is Tywin based off of? I mean, clearly a lot of the political structure and, you know, powerful characters in Game of Thrones took a lot of influence from ancient Rome. So, I don't know exactly who or if he was directly based on someone. But, it's pretty obvious that that the show itself draws a lot of influence from there. You ever worry that you might be replaced by Jesus Freak 777 on DFF? Yeah, dude. Every day I just dread, you know, TJ pulling me aside and saying, "Look, man, we're going a different direction. We got Jesus Freak." You know, I can't even be mad at that point because I don't blame them. You know, I can understand the business decision. You get a person like Jesus Freak, and it's all over. Jizz Freak 777. Yeah, Jizz Freak. Hey Paul, when you get the time, you should listen to a song called "Wings of Summer" by Surge. Okay, I'll check it out. May I get noticed in the chat so I can suck attention from you like a vampire. There you go. Have a drink of attention. Augustus was the best emperor. Augustus Caesar. There's lots of YouTube personalities you used to like but don't like now. But who are some people that you used to not like but now you do? I don't know if there's really anybody like that. I don't know. Like, I can't really think of anybody that fits that particularly, but ContraPoints is a channel that I really like a lot. But I've watched the channel for a number of years now, so even though it's kind of taken a little trip down the SJW rabbit hole, I still enjoy the content. Will you fry mac and cheese for Brett Keane? Sure, why not? Chris Anderson is such a bland name. A bland person. Bland name for a bland person. Julius Caesar was the OG emperor, therefore the best. Sure. Certainly the most well and widely known. Your girlfriend is even uglier than you, both on the inside and the outside. Holy shit, dude. You're an angry little dude. Coming in here pooping on the sweetest person in the fucking world. What an angry young man you are. Just finished the Caligula DFF. It fucking rocks. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Get a haircut. I actually do need one. It's about that time. Trump will go down as Caligula. I don't think so. Would you tell my pet cockatiel, Dusty, that he's a beautiful bird? Dusty, you're a beautiful bird. There you go. Love the new DFF. It gives me excitement for that series. Here's $5 dues. You're an amazing person, Paul. I love you. Thank you, my friend. Glad you're enjoying it. Your shaved head look is my favorite. Yeah, I mean, I kind of miss the shaved head look, but whatever. What are you going to do? You got to switch things up every once in a while. You can't always look the same, you know? You got to try different things. By the way, everybody in here should go give Marshall Manson a blowjob because he's a god amongst men. And that's all I have to say about that fact. Everybody in here, get down on your knees and blow Marshall Manson immediately. Or else I'm just going to end the stream. If you don't start sucking within the next 5 seconds, it's over. It's over. Bitch, you have hair. Don't shave your fucking head. Well, that's kind of the point of it. I have too much fucking hair. See? There we go. Glad to see it. Blowing them all at once could be messy, though. I mean, that's for you guys to work out, not me. Like, you guys are going to have to work out the logistics of a 197-man blowjob, all right? I just give the orders. I don't work everything out. Someone with male pattern baldness, I greatly envy you. Well, if you're like have a naturally high metabolism, I envy you. I'd trade my fucking hair for that. I would straight up go to a dude with high metabolism and go, dude, you want a full head of thick, luscious hair with no fucking male pattern baldness at all? Just a full fucking nice head of hair? Give me your fucking shit. Give me your metabolism. We'll trade. Straight trade. I walk into your garage. I hand you a Slinky. You know what to do with it. You stick your pecker in there and go to town. You down? Fuck a Slinky? Sure. I'm gonna get so triggered when DFF covers Stalin. Oh shit. Well, maybe someday. You should stop saying bad words. Okay. Done. People say I never listen to fan feedback, but there you go, dude. I'm taking that. I'm not gonna cuss anymore. I've decided. I no longer swear. I'm done with that shit. What were the inspirations for you guys in making up the format of DFF? I'm probably alone in thinking this, but it gives me a 90s Howard Stern vibe with the lighting and camera work. I don't know that we I mean, I'm a fan of Howard Stern's. I don't know that we drew too much on his format for it. You know, I think the idea for the show started as you know, we wanted to have a show that was a launching platform for discussion. That kind of free form tangential discussion, I think, is my favorite thing to do. So we wanted to kind of structure the show around that, and the format of the show is kind of born out of that idea. Looks like DP and Cinema for Cynics had a baby. Sweet. Ban the troll. Which one? There's so many. There's so many of these stinking trolls. This one is going to go to timeout. Foopid Staggett, put on the dunce hat and sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Have you ever done a no-fap? No, I don't do that stupid shit. I don't like that. Like, I feel like people are trying to add more fucking holidays and shit, and I want less holidays. So this like no-fap November, no shave, you know, whatever the fuck that shit. I'm not trying to do it. I'll jerk off when I want to jerk off. I'll shave when I want to shave. Sober October. Yeah, what a terrible month to be sober into. National Pie Day, National Fap Day, National Gay Day. Yeah. Literally pretty much every day is a day. Every day is spoken for in terms of like, it's either already a holiday, some big historical event that we're supposed to fucking mark, or we've made it up. Like, it's National Hamster Day. Everybody post pictures to Twitter of you and your hamster. Yeah, dude, we should, like, those of us that don't participate in NoFap should, like, jerk off more during whatever NoFap month is to make up for the lack of fapping going on in other people. You nutted every day of November. Good man. Good man. National Rape Day was in the Mayan calendar. Really? They had a National Rape Day over there. Cool. Did you guys see the news story about kids eating bleach packets? Yeah. Actually, last night, TJ told me about that. We were sitting after the show watching some TV, and he's like, "Did you hear about the kids that are eating those fucking dishwashing liquid packets?" And I'm like, "What?" And we watched a news story about it. It's like, you know, like these games that keep getting come up with on the internet, like it's clear that people are just trying to get kids to kill themselves. And it's fucking, it's stupidly hilarious that kids are in a position in this country and in the world at large where they're like listening to this shit. Like, yeah, put a bunch of bleach and fucking industrial cleaner in your mouth and chew it up. Where are the parents at? That's a good question. You think DFF will ever cover biological topics like viral diseases and evolution? Yes. Maybe not specifically those topics, but topics in that wheelhouse will definitely be getting covered in one form or another. I don't know, Paul. Those packets look really fucking tasty. I mean, if they were filled with like, I don't know, like juice, like they were like gushers, you know what I mean, where they had like juicy, fruity, sugary juice in them. DFF was good, Paul. Thank you, Pilots Raf. In my country, there is problem. Oh shit. What is problem in your country? Which is worse, esports or saying a school shooting in RuneScape and get 6 years in prison? What? Ask a question that makes sense. Type it into like a word processor and see if it has, you know, see if it throws up any fucking red flags, and then right click those things and correct them and then try that again. DFF is way more enjoyable than what DP ever was. I appreciate the idea. I don't really think they're the same thing. Did TJ sabotage DP season 2? No. Throw a Jew down the well. Okay. You must grab him by his horns. Then we have big party. Wow. Which episode of DFF did you enjoy making more? I don't know. There's been 2 of them. So I pretty much enjoyed them all. What the fuck was DP season 2? Was Ben given permission? Let me just make a blanket statement here. Those of you asking questions about Ben, Drunken Peasants, or any of that going on are asking them to the wrong person and are going to get very, very disappointing non-committal answers from me, no matter what angle you take in asking them, and no matter how many times you ask them, and no matter how many different ways you try and ask them, you're going to get the same standard answers from me. So if I were you, I would go, I don't know, hound somebody else on Twitter, or, you know, rage in the subreddit, or whatever you want to do. But this idea that you're going to get a bunch of fucking juicy tidbits of info out of Paul's ego is just a misconception. People keep asking because no one is talking. What's the big secret, fat fuck? That's for me to know and for you to find out, Charlie Dooler. Seriously, question about DFF. Are you guys doing Patreon? I'm confused. TJ said not, but then at the end of episode 2, he said you would. I don't know that we've ever talked about not doing Patreon, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure that there are plans to do a Patreon eventually. Paul, do you think everyone has really been far? Yes, Charlie. Yes, I do. I don't even have to continue reading that. The answer is yes. Y'all are a bunch of drama queen whores. No grown man gives a fuck about this shit. Just watch. Yeah, there's, you know, the fucking soap opera crew is out in full effect. What's the best alcoholic beverage you've ever consumed? I don't know. I like Long Island iced teas. I like White Russians. I like mojitos. I like a good shot of tequila. I don't know what's the best. Somebody said Buffy's mudslide. Yeah, that was a tasty fucking mudslide. I'm not gonna lie. Lemon drops are pretty dangerous. I have a question about Ben and DP and what happened to DPS2. Of course you do. Everyone does. Everyone does. Who drinks alcohol for the taste? There are alcohols that taste really good. Like, I really enjoy the flavor of tequila. I like the flavor of some rums. I like mixed drinks and, you know. Would you think about adding a new person just for technical work? I think that that's something that may happen in the future. Deep fat fried. Give you a cigarette sandwich? That sounds deliciously disgusting, honestly. Just add a new person for diversity. Look, what about like a black female? You think we should score like a black female, like Howard Stern did? Just follow in the footsteps of Stern and get a Robin so that we can be racist and misogynist, and she can laugh at it and confirm that it's just a joke. Yeah, we need somebody that's totally like high up on the oppression scale, but is cool with our, irreverent brand of humor, so that she, or they, I guess, because if they're high up on the oppression scale, they're probably a trans person, so they can validate our, our jokes. Nobody can be mad about racism if there's a black transgendered demi boy black person there, you know what I mean? And they laugh at it. A black, gay, non-gender, transgender, reverse Bill Cosby, heterosexual woman of color that's Mexican on the weekends. That's exactly what we need. Exactly what we need. Get that black chick from the Chocolatey Pussy poem and then sing her that song. Yeah. Let's get her. She can be our tech person. Yeah, just get that black chick. My name is Josephine. Yeah. My name is Josephine. That one. What's with the DP drama? I don't know. Speculate wildly and take guesses. Blind people getting kicked out of the subway because they have helper dogs. That's fucked up, man. What would you do if you found out that you won an all-expense-paid trip to Decatur, Illinois? I'd use the money that I saved on airfare to buy a gun, and then whenever I checked into whatever shitty little hotel I was staying in Decatur, I would just blow my brains out in that hotel room. If you're going to kill yourself, Decatur seems like a really good place to go and do it. I saw a man with a helper dog in the subway. He didn't see me. Oh. When was the last time you gambled, Paul? I think the last time I was in a casino was in Columbus when I was visiting the guys. Um, in the early days of my time on the show. So I'm pretty sure that's the last time I gambled. I'm not a gambler. I don't like gambling, so it's not something I do altogether too often. What do you think about Trump's comment that African countries are shitholes? It wasn't just African countries that he was calling shitholes. And here's the thing. All the people screaming racist, 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 racist are just silly. Now, Trump very well may be a racist, but I don't think there's anything inherently racist about calling African countries shitholes. A lot of them are. So the problem with it, from my standpoint, is that it's Trump saying it, and Trump's the president. So it's a very undiplomatic thing to say. It's not well representative of the United States. Doesn't make us look good in the international community. Doesn't provide us with any leverage in bargaining with international communities. So that's the problem. But it has really nothing to do with racism. He's clearly prejudiced. That's probably true. But like I said, I don't think that just calling an African country a shithole makes you a racist or is a racist term. So I agree that it's a problem that he said it, but I don't agree that it's inherently a racist thing to say. Hey, Paul, will all DFF topics be so boring? Yes. Please, please unsubscribe and stop watching. Paul, the blubberhood have kidnapped and killed a high school girl performing a form of fat genocide known as cross-country running. Good. Good. The blubberhood grows. I'm not a huge supporter. That just seems important. Okay. Cool. Paul, would you take some financial advice from someone making a Lunchables pizza? I mean, is that person a fucking CPA or something? Because if so, yes. If not, if they're just like making a Lunchables pizza on the side of the road, then no, probably not. If you weren't doing DFF, what do you think you'd be doing in life right now? Probably be an astronaut or something. That was my backup. You know, when I was growing up, it was like podcaster, and then if that doesn't work out, astronaut, and if that doesn't work out, doctor/math major. Does it worry you that DFF episode 2 has much less views than the first episode did? It just came out like literally fucking less than 8 hours ago. So no, I'm not. I think them views is gonna be just fine. You just released a video 6 hours ago. Are you worried that it doesn't have the same amount of views as the video you released 4 days ago? Yes, yes, I'm wringing my fucking hands, man. Math is gay. Good thing you became a podcaster so no one called you a faggot. That is true. And it was released in the middle of the night. That's also a problem. That is something we want to try and do better on for these pre-recorded episodes, is get them out a little earlier. We had plans to get the show out earlier yesterday, but shit happened, circumstances beyond our control had to be dealt with, and it had to be put off till later in the evening. But then you got high? Yes.